This is your Hdsr Sports Report, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The Lady Rams of Victor Valley College ran their winning streak to 7 games, escaping from Chaffee with an 88-81 overtime triumph, their toughest victory of the season. These 3 provided keys to the win. The Lady Rams' MSM connection, Maya Graham-Scott, Savannah Wynn, and Mila Gibson supplied 3/4 of the offense, and the team came through with clutch shooting from the free throw line, the last 2 points in regulation that sent the game into OT, and the last 7 points in overtime. The margin of victory came from free throws. Maya Graham-Scott's 28 points came on 9 of 19 from the field and 10 free throws. To say this was a hard-fought game is an understatement. 4 Lady Rams fouled out, as did 2 of the Lady Panthers. But another telltale factor in the win, the Lady Rams came up with 7 steals while turning the ball over only twice on turnovers, and the VVC ladies out-rebounded the home team, particularly on defense. Chaffee managed only 5 offensive boards. The Lady Rams pulled down 17 offensive rebounds. Next up, the Lady Rams play host to Copper Mountain, the most improved team in the Inland Empire Athletic Conference. Copper Mountain comes in with a 16-1 record. Their only loss was to Mount San Jacinto, a high-scoring double overtime defeat to the only other team, along with the Lady Rams, still unbeaten in conference play. The Victor Valley College Rams registered their biggest victory of the Coach Will Fun era, knocking off Copper Mountain 64-60. Copper Mountain came in 16-1 and ranked second in the state among community college teams. Kamari Lewis's 20 points led Rams scorers in the Copper Mountain win. He hit 8 of 14 from the field. The 6'4" first-year Ram and former Adelanto Saint is averaging 15 points a game against conference opponents. His season-high 27 came in the 118-102 conference win over Palo Verde. Derek Hankins registered a double-double, 11 points and 12 rebounds against Copper Mountain. The 6'2" sophomore leads Rams scorers on the year, averaging 16 points a game. Jashawn Phillips is the third Rams player in double figures against Copper Mountain. The 6'4" freshman out of Silver Valley scored a season-high 11. The victory proved a welcome antidote for the negative impact from the Lady Rams' lopsided loss to the Copper Mountain Ladies. The 61-43 defeat snapped the Lady Rams' 7-game winning streak and, more importantly, dropped them out of the tie-atop conference standings. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams take on Mount San Jacinto, needing a victory over the only unbeaten team in conference play to climb back into a tie for first in the standings. Well, the Lady Rams start out slow, hitting only 2 of their first 12 shots from the floor, finding themselves down by 8 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Stella Reinders comes off the bench and resuscitates the offense with the 3. VVC within 5, 13-8. The team's top shooter from beyond the arc is also their best free throw shooter. Next time down, Stella Reinders hits 2 free throws, and in 10 seconds, VVC is within 3, 13-10. Mount San Jac scores the next 4 points before Jemiah Cantrell puts it up and in. The first quarter ends with the visitors holding a 16-12 lead. Mount San Jac begins pulling away to start quarter number 2, 5 unanswered points before, suddenly, the Lady Rams began a rally, outscoring the visitors 10-3 in the next 3 minutes. Kayla Davenport, VVC's first points of the second quarter. If the Lady Rams are going to climb back into this game, their trademark tough Defense needs to fuel the scoring surge. Janae Harris blocks the shot to Lamaya Johnson, who drives the length of the court and scores. Lamaya Johnson, a 5'7" freshman out of Rialto. Then Savannah Wynn, the 5'6" sophomore and former Hesperia Lady Scorpion with the left hand. She is one of 4 Lady Rams in double figures this game. She scores 12. When Mount San Jacinto's 5'1", Kiera Williams scores, Stella Reinders responds with this 3, the second of 4 from beyond the arc. This game for the 5'7" freshman out of University Prep. When Jamira Cantrell hits from out, the Lady Rams have taken the lead, 25-24. Jamira Cantrell is 6'2", a sophomore and former Adelanto Lady Saint. There's one more lead change in this second quarter. Before this, Lamaya Johnson free throw ties the score at 29 to end the first half. Everything the Lady Rams throw up begins to go in to start the third quarter, especially for Maya Graham-Scott. The team's leading scorer on the year will score the first 6 points of the third quarter. All her baskets on drive shots as the 5'5" first-year Lady Ram out of Riverside Prep shreds Mount San Jacinto's zone defense time and time again. This Mila Gibson basket gives VVC the first 8 points of the third quarter, prompting Mount San Jacinto to call their first timeout of the second half to try and interrupt the Lady Rams rally. It's 37-29 VVC, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the second half. But the Lady Rams offense does not skip a beat. Savannah Wynn penetrates and scores, again with the left hand. VVC regains their 8-point lead. We've said before, one great strength of Myra Gibson's game is the way she runs the court following the miss with the basket that gives the Lady Rams a double-digit lead, 41-31. She is 6 of 8 from the floor this game, another double-double, 13 points and 10 rebounds. We know things are going well for the Lady Rams when Maya Graham-Scott sinks 2 free throws in a row. The team's leading scorer will finish with 16 points. That's her overall season average, although it's 19 points a game against conference opponents. When Maya Graham-Scott throws in this drive shot, the lead is up to 11 points. It is 45-34 at the midway mark of the third quarter. The teams begin trading baskets at this point, and shots like this, Stella Reiner 3, go a long way towards stifling rallies by the visitors. The lead is 10, 52-42, with a little under 3 minutes to go in the third. This Jamia Cantrell free throw gives the Lady Rams their biggest lead, 12 points, 54-42, at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. We've seen the best antidote for Coach Troy Hall getting too excited is a Stella Reinders 3. This one puts the Lady Rams back up by 11, 57-46, before Mount San Jacinto scores the last points of the quarter, and we enter the fourth quarter with VVC leading 57-49. The Lady Rams outscored the visitors 28-20 in the third quarter. Coach Troy Hall asked one thing first and foremost of his ladies, to play to the level of their competition. His Lady Rams are responding in full force. Mount San Jacinto entered this game ranked 14th in the state. Victor Valley College ranked 22nd. As the visitors keep trying to cut into the Lady Rams' lead, the VVC plan of attack refuses to convert to playing not to lose. Every basket is coming under extreme pressure. Savannah Wynn here. The lead is 9, 66-57, with 4 minutes left to play. 2 minutes later, Mount San Jacinto has pulled within 2, 66-64. Watch Mila Gibson win the battle under the boards and score, and she is fouled. This is pure poise under pressure personified. Mila Gibson completes the three-point play. VVC's lead back up to 5, 69-64. Now under a minute to play. Score tied at 69. Savannah Wynn puts the Lady Rams back up by 2, 71-69. Mount San Jacinto steals and scores, and with 15 seconds on the clock, we are tied again at 71. When the visitors turn it over, timeout. Lady Rams, 11 seconds on the clock. Will VBC play for the last shot? No. Maya Johnson inbounds to Maya Graham Scott, whose drive shot puts the Lady Rams ahead 73-71. Again, an unforced turnover by Mount San Jacinto follows, and the visitors are forced to foul. 4 seconds on the clock. No more timeouts for the visitors. This is how defeat is snatched from the jaws of victory. Mount San Jac, the rebound, the drive to midcourt, and it goes. Unbelievable. The final score, Mount San Jacinto 74, Victor Valley College 73. Your Hdsr Sports Report is brought to you by We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Bid fast and last, sold and supporting Hdsr Sports. The Bradco companies supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams open the new year with their 9th win in a row and a lofty ranking among community college teams in the state. Coach Troy Hall's ladies are ranked 9th in the state and 6th in the South region following their 30-point triumph at Palo Verde. Kayleen Vasquez led VVC scorers with 20 points in the rout at Palo Verde. She's a 5'10 sophomore. 6'2 sophomore Mila Gibson followed with 11 points, her season high. All 10 Lady Rams who played scored. Many joined Mila Gibson with their highest scoring output of the young season. 6'1 sophomore Natalie Galaviz hit 4 of 5 from the field, including 1 3-pointer for 9 points. First-year Lady Ram Tanzania Richard scored 8, also connecting on 4 of 5 from the field. Atalia Thomas, the team's leading scorer on the year, also scored 8. Caroline Allison, one of 3 VVC ladies, contributing 9 points. Accuracy at the free throw line among the many factors contributing to the lopsided victory. VVC ladies hit 74% of their free throws at Palo Verde. Aspen Roberson, 2 for 2 on her only opportunities. Freshman Brianna Bates scored 9, including 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The Lady Rams are hitting 2 out of 3 free throw attempts on the year. This is the freshman Belinda Rincon with the 3. There are but 4 first-year Lady Rams on the team. Gary Antoine Bradley on the assist from fellow freshman Belinda Rincon. The 86-56 victory at Palo Verde elevates the Lady Rams to sole possession of first place in the conference standings 3 conference games into the season. Coach Troy Hall's ladies are defending Inland Empire Athletic Conference champions. 2 of the Mojave River League's unbeaten teams in league play. Burroughs ranked 11th in Division III AA. Sultana ranked 9th in 4AA.
both entering with 12-5 season records. The Lady Sultans get off to a terribly slow start, falling behind by 16 points in the first quarter. Monique Gallardo's free throw, the first Sultana points, coming after Burroughs opens with an 11-0 run. Sultana's first field goal comes 6 minutes in on the Marisol Lopez drive shot, making it 19-5 with 2 to play in the first quarter. Teresia Sessions' first basket comes 3 minutes into the second quarter, the sophomore standout sitting out most of the first quarter after picking up 2 early fouls. Lakin Conway hits the 3, and Sultana is on a 13-7 run. Lakin Conway 16 this game. 5'10" sophomore Monique Gallardo winds up scoring the first and last Sultana points of the first half. The Lady Sultans trailed by 11 at the intermission, 35-24. Sultana comes out strong the third quarter. Marisol Lopez, the first points of the second half on the drive shot. Teresia Sessions zooms past the Burroughs players' acting performance on the flop. 2 of the 5'9" sophomores, team high 19 this game. Sultana battles back and cuts into an opponent's big lead the best ways possible, scoring with threes and, with the clock stopped, free throws. The Lady Sultans determined to overcome the early deficit. Lady Sultans against the Burroughs zone defense. Teresia Sessions to Katie Angelopoulos in the quarter. The 3, and Sultana is within 7, 41-34. Katie Angelopoulos pulls up and hits for 2 more, and the Lady Sultans are within 6, 42-36. Teresia Sessions hits the layup and is fouled. When she completes the 3-point play, the Lady Sultans are back within 6, 48-42. We are just past the midway mark of quarter number 3. Taylor Krogsgaard hits from the perimeter. Taylor Krogsgaard, 5'3", Sultana senior. Marisol Lopez hands off to Katie Angelopoulos, who hits the final Sultana field goal of the third quarter. Lakin Conway's free throw makes it 54-47 to start the fourth quarter. The closest the Lady Sultans come the rest of the way is 7 points. Burroughs outscores the home team 17-11 in the fourth quarter to emerge 71-58 winners. Despite the setback, Coach Jennifer Wiedemann's girls substantiate their high ranking, demonstrating tenacity, determination, and the capacity to rally against a highly touted adversary, outscoring the Lady Burroughs 58-55 after trailing early.
Oak Hill's freshman Jaden Shackelford scores 27 points to lead the Bulldogs past crosstown rivals Sultana. The Mojave River League opener for both schools matches the young Bulldogs, defending MRL champions, against a very experienced Sultana team under first-year coach Brandon Henderson. The rival Sultans start 4 seniors, including returning All-League scoring leader Frank Burtz. The Bulldogs are very young, starting 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, and freshman standout Jaden Shackelford. Only 42, Michael Ulysse was a starter for coach Matt Smith a year ago. 6'3", Frank Burtz controls the opening tip to Brandon Dorsey, 35, to playmaker Wesley Bird, to Burtz, back to Bird, who beats his man off the drive with the athletic move, and it's 2-0 Sultana. Sultans working the ball against the Bulldogs' man-to-man defense. 35 is 6'6", Brandon Dorsey. 4, Eddie Perez. Andre Gomez on top. To Perez, back to Gomez with the entry pass to Brandon Dorsey, who gets Michael Ulysse to leave his feet, and it's 7-3 Sultana. J.J. Lyon makes it 2 for 2 from 3-point range, 7-6. Bulldogs within 1. Wesley Bird draws a crowd, kicks it out to Frank Burtz, who hits his first attempt from the field, 10-6. Sultans. Burtz enters, averaging 24 points a game. Michael Ulysse, inside, 10-8. Bulldogs within 2, 3 minutes in. Out of bounds under the Bulldogs' basket. 4 is Tyreek Parker to Brad Leontis. The 3 gives Oak Hills its first lead of the game, 11-10. Sultana gets it back, and back out and around to Frank Burtz. The 3 puts the Sultans back on top, 13-11. 3:10 remains in the opening quarter. Jaden Shackelford inbounds and moves off camera stage left. Shackelford gets his first basket, a 3, and the Bulldogs get back in the lead, 14-13. Another lead change. Wesley Bird, another drive to the basket. Sultana 15, Oak Hills 14. With Sultana up by 4, Michael Ulysse tips it in. Ulysse on his way to a double-double, a dozen rebounds, and 12 points for the 6'4" junior. The Andre Gomez free throw gives Sultana its biggest lead of the night, 21-16. Under a minute remains in the first quarter. Time winding down. 5 is Shamar Weston. The 5'10" sophomore beats the buzzer with the 3. End of 1, 21-19. Sultana. First of 2 end of the quarter buzzer beaters for the Bulldogs. The second, simply spectacular. Sultana appears poised to gain some momentum heading into halftime. Frank Burtz hits the 3 with 2 seconds remaining, and he is fouled. 21 of Frank Burtz's game-high 28 points come in the first half. Frank Burtz completes the 4-point play, 2 seconds to play. Jaden Shackelford takes the inbounds pass and lets it fly straight and true, and the dog pound erupts. The 3-point lead is suddenly back up to 6, 43-37. Jaden Shackelford pulls up and hits from out, 53-45. Jaden Shackelford immediately steals it back, takes it all the way, and nearly lands in the lap of High Desert Hoops video journalist Brian Cotton. When Shackelford completes the 3-point play with the free throw and his 6th point in a 7 seconds time span, and Oak Hills will put this one away, going away, 80-67. What made the difference?
What made the difference in the game tonight? Our defense, it really helped us get movements on offense and helped us score and get the momentum going. And that's how we get.
Jaden Shackelford is High Desert Boys basketball all-time leading scorer, scoring over 2,000 points in his high school career. He played his freshman and sophomore seasons at Oak Hills.
His career high from his sophomore year at Oak Hills, 82 points.
He played his junior and senior seasons under Coach Bobby Tassetti at Hesperia. He averaged 34 points a game his senior year, was named Mojave River League Most Valuable Player, and earned All-State honors in 2019. Jaden Shackelford played 3 seasons at Alabama, where he was named to the SEC All-Freshman team in 2020 and All-SEC his sophomore and junior seasons. His junior year, he helped Alabama to the program's first SEC title since 2002 and the number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. While currently playing for the NBA G League Tempe, Arizona Valley Suns, he was selected for the USA basketball team, which played a 2-game qualifying schedule for the 2027 International Basketball Federation World Cup. Jaden Shackelford played a key role in USA basketball victories in the World Cup qualifying games, contributing 11 points in their first win, then hitting a clutch 3-pointer in the other. As for his scoring stats with the Valley Suns, he scored 41 points in a win against the Clippers and followed with a career-high 43-point outburst against Remix the next game. The current Valley Suns season continues through the end of January.
Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in high desert Mojave River Valley sports history. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, competitive activities, and community programs throughout our high desert. Hesperia overcomes an Oak Hills halftime lead, going on a 14-1 run in the third quarter on their way to a 20-point home court win over the Bulldogs. Tony Singleton scores 13 of his team's 25 third quarter points, and the Scorpions chalk up their 49th straight Mojave River League victory. What did Scorpions coach Bobby Tossetti say to his team when they were down by 2 at halftime?
He said defense, we were slacking on defense, and that we need to pick up the intensity and the pressure and help stay midline. So we just fixed it and we got the dub.
Here is how this one starts out. Michael Miller's drive shot opens the scoring. The Bulldogs run out to an early lead, going up 5-0 on sophomore Garrett Johnson's fast break layup. Blake Goodrow's 3 puts the Scorpions on the board. It's 5-3. Rashawn Burrell, the basket underneath. Nick Haley, the assist. Score tied at 6. Bulldogs come right back on the Isaiah Hyder 3, and it is 9-6 Oak Hills. Isaiah Hyder to the fast-breaking Mike Miller, and the Bulldogs' lead is 11-6. Blake Goodrow hits from beyond the arc to pull the Scorpions within 3, 13-10. Augie Lewis scores 8 of Oak Hill's 17 first quarter points. The Bulldogs lead 17-13 to start the second quarter. Scorpions within 1 on the Stephen Thomas Welch 3 that opens second quarter scoring. Oak Hills builds their lead back up to 5 on Augie Lewis' basket, assist Eric Lynch. The Tony Singleton drive shot pulls the Scorpions within 4. It is 24-20 with 4 minutes to play before halftime. Jonathan McCullough hits the drive shot and hits the floor hard. When his free throw completes the three-point play, the Scorpions are within 1, 24-23. Amari Dukes at the line for 2. When the 6'3" junior hits them both, the Scorpions have pulled even at 25. Augie Lewis putback puts Oak Hills back up by 2, 27-25. Bulldogs by 3 when Isaiah Hyder scores underneath, 29-26. Nick Haley scores the last points of the first half, and the Scorpions trail by 2, 30-28 at halftime. Jonathan McCullough opens third quarter scoring with the 3, and the Scorpions have their first lead, 31-30. Andrew Pont answers with the 3, and Oak Hills is back up by 2. Michael Miller's drive shot goes, and it's 35-33 Bulldogs. Tony Singleton's fast break assist to Blake Goodrow, and the Scorpions have gone back up. It is 37-35. Michael Miller ties the game at 37, and this is when and where Tony Singleton takes over. The 3 breaks the tie. It is 40-37 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That 3 ignites the 14-1 Scorpions run that puts the game away. Hesperia's lead is 53-41 entering the fourth quarter. The final score will be 73-53.
What's the biggest reason you Scorpions just keep winning league game after league game after league game?
Just consistency at practice, like working hard every day at practice, going in the gym, working together, staying together, talking to each other, just being a family and just going out, being ready to get it up.
Congratulations on this one. Keep it going. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
This special edition of your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by
We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design.
Go, 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 go!
Bid fast and well sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. By Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley.